Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are in the windy foothills of Colorado, here near Golden, Colorado, and we're gonna go for a little hike and we want to take you along. So we got Kyla with me with her crazy glasses, but yet she matches. And we have Madison with me looking as cool as she always does. But before we start our hike, what I want to do is I got sponsored for this video and I'm excited about it, my first company sponsor. So I want you to listen to Deja just for a minute and then we'll continue with my hike. So Deja, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Deja and I'm the owner of DajaVu Med Spa in Lone Tree, Colorado. I am also a physician assistant who has been in plastic surgery aesthetics for the past 15 years. Along with being a full-service medical spa, DajaVu is a cancer-certified spa that treats cancer patients with skin issues while undergoing cancer treatments. I am very passionate about helping people look and feel their best by restoring that youthful glow without sacrificing that active lifestyle. But today I want to talk about skin health, and one of the most important things is sunscreen. But there's a big difference between chemical sunscreen that we find at Walmart, Walgreens, over the counter, versus pharmaceutical grade that you find at doctor's offices, med spas, dermatologists. Physical sunscreen is a physical block that actually reflects the UV rays from penetrating our skin. Now, it is so important to apply in the morning every day and reapply. Some of the most important ingredients we want to look for are titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Now, DajaVu Med Spa offers 1-hour free consultations where we use the Visia Skin Analysis. It's a really cool 3D capsule that shows us pores and texture, UV damage, brown spots. So hopefully I get to see you guys soon at DajaVu.
What does that peace sign even mean? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Hashtag awesome. Does that mean you're having fun? Is that what it means? I'm so old. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hike up here a bit. It goes up in between this little area right here. We're kind of halfway up, and if you see, it's a pretty good hike. This is in Golden, Colorado. I don't remember the actual trail name, but I'll put it below in case you're wanting to know. It's really pretty.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same.
I want to thank you guys for joining me on this hike, and also thank Deja for sponsoring this video, and I truly appreciate it. I'm going to try to get more sponsors to my video. Deja is actually a friend of mine that you know, that I really like her business and kind of what she's doing as well. And you know, that I'm always concerned about my own skin. You know, I'm getting older. I'm 45, so I'm getting older, getting a little more wrinkles, getting a little bit more spots on my chin, my cheek and stuff. And I was able to go in there and for her to do a whole scan of my face. And it was really a big eye-opener for me to see that. You could actually even see in some of the pictures that I wear a baseball cap all the time, because where the sun hits me with this baseball cap. And I'm not always the best at putting on sunblock. I'm really not. And I do try to be, I am trying to be better as I'm getting older, but hopefully it's not too late. Oh, and if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm getting over a cold, and I was traveling a lot, and so I had a lot of talking. So I have a bit of a cold right now. But, you know, after talking to her and, you know, them doing the scan on my face, it was just a really big eye-opener. Is if you're an outdoor person like me, to bring sunblock. I constantly forget sunblock. It's like the one thing I forget all the time when I'm backpacking. And so if anything, if you can get a reminder to bring sunblock. And one of the tips that she told me that I didn't even think about, because she asked me what kind of sunblock I use, and a lot of times I just use whatever's on sale. I have been using, sorry, it's getting bright again. I got my glasses on. I have been using Neutrogena, and I thought, you know, hey, that's really good. And she says, well, does it have zinc in it? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? So she reminded me of kind of like what if you remember way back when, you know, the lifeguards would put this white stuff on their nose. I mean, if you went to the beach, you always saw the lifeguards with this white stuff on their nose, and that was the zinc to help out with the sun. So I ended up buying this, and I'm not getting promoted for this product. I bought it actually at her location. She has a bunch of it, and I've been using it almost daily now. And she told me that this is really the best thing to put on your face, because it does have zinc, and it says it right there. It has zinc on it. So when you're looking for sunblock, that's really what you want to look at. Now, skin cancer does run in my family. You know, we're Scandinavians, we're Norwegians, we're white people. You know, like we're like, I'm pink. I'm pretty pale. I don't tan very much. In fact, I rarely tan. I basically turn pink, or red, pink, and peel. So I do have a history in my family of skin cancer, and it should have, you know, I'm kicking myself right now after seeing that scan that I just really should have been using sunblock a lot more. And so I constantly carry this thing around with me, even when I was at on my work trip. You know, I was like, just in case I'm going outside, because I wasn't planning on it. I did end up going outside. I went for a really beautiful hike in Texas. It was really pretty, and it was nice and green compared to here where everything's white and dead. You know, so it was actually really nice to go for a little hike there in Texas. But I did end up bringing this with me to use, and I'm happy that I did. And so I'm gonna just put out a little reminder to make sure that when you do buy sunblock, that you buy the zinc kind. I just opened this all over my hand. Of course I did. Of course I did. So sunblock, and again, Deja, I really truly appreciate the sponsor to this video. So my kids, they're just right over here, and they are playing in the snow, which is so cool. I'm on a really busy trail, and there's just a lot of people around, so it's kind of hard to sit and chat with you, but I'm going to try to do that because I got some things on my mind right now that I'd like to share. And maybe I can put some clips in of us hiking around here, because it is really pretty. I actually do this trail a lot at the beginning of the season, because it usually doesn't have a lot of snow on it. The trail that I wanted to go on was just pure ice, and I didn't want to take my kids on that. You know, I do have some spikes, but they don't have the right equipment for their feet on it. Sorry, I had to turn it off. There's always like somebody that like walks up on me as I'm talking in my camera. Again, I think there's about 100 people on this trail. This is why I always find my remote trails, but it's all good. So I have some things again on my mind that I just want to talk about and stuff, and it's kind of geared towards the, you know, find your purpose and gain your confidence, and just be who you are. Well, today as I was driving in to this trail, I was reminded of that. There was two women that were a little younger, probably in their low 20s, that were behind me in the car. And she honked the horn. She wanted me to go. There was a green light. But what she didn't see in front of me was that the road was closed. And I couldn't go. It was closed. But because I'm in an SUV and she was in a car, she didn't see it. And she's yelling out her window. She's honking her horn. She's going off on me. So I'm there in my car with my two daughters in there, and I look in the rearview mirror, and I did one of those, like, what do you want me to do? But I kind of realized too at the same time that she probably can't see the roads closed in front of me. But yet the way that she was acting and the type of behavior that she was showing was just terrible. She was yelling at me and honking her horn. And so, what I did is I literally got out of my car. I was pissed now. Okay, I was pissed. My Viking girl side came out in this one. Or my LA girl, I don't know which one, because I am from LA. Anyways, my Viking girl side came out. So I unbuckle my seatbelt. I put my car in park and I walk out of my car. Because I don't allow anyone to treat me that way. I don't allow people to scream and yell at me. I refuse to be disrespected in that way. And yes, I had my kids in the car, and normally I probably wouldn't have done that, but I've been having one of those weeks, where I'm just like, enough's enough, and I'm not going to deal with it. I get out of the car and I approach her, and I can see that she's scared. You know what I mean? That's one thing with me. It's like, if you guys haven't seen me mad, I was like, when I'm mad, it's pretty obvious, and I get out of my car. I go over to her window, and I was like, stop honking your horn at me. I was like, the road is closed. Quit it. And she literally was like, and her girlfriend too. They were like, I was ready. I was like, get out of the car. You want to do road rage? I'll do road rage right now. Is that me having road rage, or is that her having road rage? I know. Anyways, she didn't say anything to me except just, giving me that look. And I was like, you know what? I won't deal with that. I won't deal with being disrespected. And sometimes you don't realize the person that you're disrespecting and the stuff that they went through. He can't handle being away from me. The girls took him a little bit, and they said he was just too hard to handle, so he's gonna have to sit next to me. A lot of times you can't see what someone else is going through, And in this case, I'm thinking of a metaphor, because I always think of metaphors when stuff like this happens, and I get a little heated about it, But this girl that was honking the horn behind me, she didn't know that the road in front of me was closed. And all she had to do was just kind of lean out and just act just a little bit more compassion, that maybe something's going on. Now, I had my blinker on. But she just saw a green light, and why wasn't I going? And I think that in regards to a metaphor, because I don't know, I like talking and like that, is that, a lot of times when you have people in your life, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what road that they have ahead of them. You don't know the signs and the warnings that they see. And you keep telling them to go the direction they're supposed to go. Disrespect comes in different ways. I think you can be disrespected by someone not being able to look around the car and see what might be ahead of you. We all have gone through a lot, and I notice, and the more and more I meet people, the more and more I see that, we all have our own path and we all have our own issues. It's just that, you have to look around to find out why it is that they are the way they are. And maybe it is that they're not disrespecting you. Maybe it's just that's part of who they see ahead of them. So I refuse to be disrespected like she did. And I'm asking you to not tolerate that kind of behavior as well. Not only in your physical life when someone's honking their horn at you. I'm not saying get out of your car and go through road rage. I'm not saying that. It's probably not the best decision I made. I was pissed off. But maybe, just make sure people don't walk all over you. And that's something that I fight to teach my daughters as well, that I won't have them be disrespected. And if someone disrespects you, you stand up for yourself. And I get reminded so many times. And in fact, I was reminded just recently at work, because there's some powerful women that I work with, powerful women. And I had one of them come up to me and say, hey, you need to stand up for yourself more. And they came up to me to say that I need to stand up for myself more. And at first, I have to admit that I was kind of pissed that they said it, because I was like, you don't know my path, you don't know my road, you don't see the sign in front of me. All I thought about was, well, what if I did? What if I did? And it was those fears that I talk about. I was like, if I stand up for myself in that situation, and I'm talking about work, maybe I won't be working there anymore. But it's true. I really do. I need to stand up for myself as well in those situations. Also in a friendship as well. I have some friends that I have been disrespected by, and sometimes I just need to put my foot down and say, hey, this isn't right. This is not right. I don't like it when my friends make plans with me and break it, or make plans and they don't show up until like 3 hours later. I am the type of person, if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. But I also have to see their path in front of them. Maybe they're stretching themselves too thin, and they're trying to make time for you, but they just don't have the time. I mean, honestly, I wish someone would just say, I don't have time. But also, I don't accept lies. Like, someone starts lying to me, that is something that has become a necessity for me, that if you lie to me, I don't need it. I don't need those kind of people in my life. I want people that will respect, and that people that will, when they're sitting behind a car and honking their horn, maybe before they honk their horn, they might try to look to see what might be in front of me, before getting all pissed off. And I just wanted to share that. It was on my mind because this just happened like literally an hour ago, if that. And I wanted to share it with you, that it was an eye-opener, because this week has been a tough week for me, through multiple things, and I want to make sure that you guys are always respected, in whichever way that you need to be respected, and make that clear. And because that's a lot of times you need to make that clear. That this to me is respect. You don't lie to me. You say you're going to do something, you're going to do it with me. You show up on time. I know, I'm sure there's a lot more, I just can't think of it right now. But I'm going to continue my hike. My girls are sick of me sitting in front of a camera. And I'm thinking I'm going to hike out this cold is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hike another 3 miles or so, if they let me. And when I say they, my daughters, they let me hike another 3 miles. But anyways, I will see you guys on the next video, and I'll end this video with some shots of my hike, so you can kind of see. I think it's called Tabletop area. Tabletop. It's near Golden. It's near the brewery. So if you're in Colorado, you want to go for this little hike, I think it's a really nice one. It's a bit of a workout to get up to the top, but I think that's good. It's good for you. And then once you're up at the top, it's pretty flat. So again, see you at the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, Kyla, what is your quote? She just came up with this quote on her own. I want to share it.
Happiness never expires. You just stop making it.
And what made you come up with that quote?
Well, Madison said happiness expires.
That's why I keep it
Does
on
happiness
the low.
expire for you, Madison?
Yeah, that's why I keep it on the low.
The down low?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyla doesn't. She keeps her happiness up. Never goes on the down low.
The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
I have a story to tell, and they keep interrupting my story. Her kid's like right on the edge of that cliff. It's okay. Some people